Well, they can. That's what Billy Barnes told me, you said. He knows things like that. His dad's a florist. Then, I was a very good listener, very attentive, the teachers often wrote on my report card. I always had a follow-up question. Who is Billy Barnes? I asked. Who is Billy Barnes? You said. Like I was supposed to know. But I didn't know anyone except the people in my first grade class. We were kept hidden away from the older kids, safe in our own private wing of the school. I'm only dancing the football tango with him tomorrow. What's the football tango? I asked. Just some dance the teachers made up to celebrate Thanksgiving, you said. I don't really get it. But who cares? That's not the point. The point was, you were in 4th grade, and he was in 5th. And you shouldn't have been partners, but you were paired up anyway. You were the same exact height. It's fate, you said. And it was. The next morning, it happened. You dressed up as a cheerleader, and he dressed up as a football player, and you tangoed across the gym, and he whispered something nice about your hair, and that was that. You were in love. What did he say about your hair? I asked. I was starting to learn that I did not have the right kind of hair. It was nothing like yours, which dried straight out of the shower. Mine was curly, hard to control, like one of those evil cartoon trees that pull people in with their branches when they get too close. That's what Rick Stevenson said on the bus anyway, just before he told me all about his chinchilla at home, the one that had recently started to eat its own babies. I don't know, you said. Billy didn't specify. After the dance, you started talking to me about Billy all of the time at night. But you never spoke to him at school. What would I even say? You wondered. I was surprised you'd ask me. What did I know about speaking to boys then? I could hardly even speak to my own grandmother and grandfather when they sat on our couch during Christmas. I would quietly pick at the hem of my dress, while you asked them questions about their old coal stove and all the milk that used to arrive at their doorstep in bottles. You accepted their gifts with an enthusiasm I couldn't fake. Thank you so much for the make-your-own bubblegum kit, you said to Grandma, like you meant it. And I was in disbelief. Were we actually excited about making our own bubblegum? I couldn't tell. You were so good. A natural, Dad said once, after we watched you be Peter Pan in Peter Pan. But talking to Billy was not as easy for you. Billy's in 5th grade, you said. And he's going to be a famous basketball player one day? That's what all the teachers say. So you just watched him from afar, paid close attention to him at recess, collected information to bring back to me each night, listed off all the things Billy liked: pepperoni pizza, the Chicago Bulls, praying mantises, and his dad, who had recently broken his neck. It's really tragic, you said. Then you told the story as if you had been at Bill's tree and garden when Billy's dad fell off the ladder. He must have fallen 20 feet through the air, Sally. It was crazy. He cracked his spine in 2 places. Is he going to die? I asked. I couldn't imagine someone breaking their neck and not dying. I imagined Billy's father's neck, bent at a right angle. No, you said. He'll be fine. But still, it's really scary. I mean, who knew being a florist was so dangerous? I remember you sounded proud for some reason, like you had broken your own neck. You told me so much about Billy that by the time I actually saw him, it felt surreal. We stepped out of Dad's car and onto the parking lot of Bill's tree and garden, and you clutched my arm like you did whenever we saw